All right, guys. Really good day. A few mistakes and a few things that went unexpected, and I'll go over that stuff. But very happy with how things played out today. Yeah, so I'll go into what I was looking at here. So we are basically bearish on the higher time frame towards these equal lows down here. If I can get them in. These equal lows down here. I'm bearish to those lows. We've been selling off, but I was expecting market to be a little bit bullish this morning, to take out the liquidity on the buy side here. We have a lot of highs that haven't been ran, and I would expect those to get taken on Monday manipulation, like Monday with no news. I would expect those highs to have been getting taken. I have some sort of manipulation to then go lower, maybe something like this. Open here, come up, sweep out these highs over here, build some structure here, and then start the real sell-off all the way to these lows here is kind of what I was expecting going into the day. So I had a bullish bias, even though I am bearish on the higher time frame. I think we're going to be bearish this week. So coming into the day, what did I notice? I noticed ES was a little bit weaker. I noticed we were going to sell off, and I watched us take out this low here, which created an SMT. And then that was all I needed to see with NQ and ES was that SMT. So where's market open? Market opens around here. So we come up, we pump up. I was like, okay, we're probably just gonna run all these highs. I had these equal highs from London session that I was expecting. So I was like, okay, we're probably just gonna leave without me. It is what it is. But we come off, we sell off here, we put in a low, and we start buying up. We reject this fair value gap, and we sell off again. We then put in another SMT. And I was still bullish. We had another SMT now. We just swept low a day here. We just remanipulated this low. We had this inverse fair value gap, or this bearish fair value gap. So I was like, okay, cool. If this thing breaks, this is an A plus setup. This is exactly what I want to see. And my first take profit was this high. So we jump in instantly. As soon as this thing closes. A very clean close. Good risk on this trade. Great take profit. I took I wanted to take 2 micros off here and 3 micros off here. It would have been a really nice trade. Instead, this was the first mistake, and why I'm ending the day a little bit early. In terms of, let me log out of this real quick. Let's see where the P&L is at. We're at 1,447. I was closer to 1,500, but we took a loss and then a win. I'll go over that. But we do end the day positive. We end the day at $83 in profit. Again, it should have been a lot bigger. I'm going to my practice account just to make sure nothing happens. But I actually do want to go over and explain what happened, and I'll pull up a video here. And which one is it? It's one of these. Let's see. No, not that one. I can delete that. I have the videos. I record all my trades. So here we go. Here it is. This was the entry. As you can see, I'm live executing. I don't bull crap you guys. I actually take these trades. How can I mute this? Mute it, so because I was playing music. I don't bull crap you guys. I actually take these trades, right? So we get in as soon as this closes, and I'll explain what happened here. Okay, there we go. So again, 5 seconds. I think I got in a second early just because I was like, who knows? So I get in right there, boom, right when the candle closes. Again, this is exactly how I execute. I'm telling you guys this is what I do, right? I'm not lying. You guys can't see my face when I'm trading, but I'm listening to music, bob my head, whatever, cool. Put my stop loss in place. And this is where the mistake happens. I'll just fast forward a little bit through the price. As you can see, I don't know how to point to it, but on the DOM, the black thing, where I'm moving the brackets and stuff, I don't know if anyone trades on Tradovate, but that's where I do my executions. I have 5 micros. You can see on the position at the top where the money is, it says 5 micros. Watch what happens when it says it goes to, because I was scaling 2 micros at the break-even point where it says BE on my chart. I was going to scale 2, and look what happens. Price comes up and fills me, so you notice how it goes to 3 micros here. It goes to 3 micros. So, and I didn't do anything. I didn't cancel anything. It goes from 5 micros to 3 micros right there. So I looked at my chart and I was like, what the heck? I just scaled, like I must have my bracket wrong. And look at the chart. I moved my bracket, I moved my take profit to this break even high. And I was looking at my chart, I was like, what the heck? I just got filled. And then I looked and the numbers weren't correlating. I was so confused and I was a little bit panicked. So then I kind of just ended up selling the rest of my position, which looking at it now, it is confusing because I was barely 3 points in profit and I was up $97. So it's very, very confusing at this point. I wasn't quite sure what was going on. So I closed the trade, and so again, I don't bullcrap you guys. This is an actual live execution, and this excuse, right? Like I got out of the trade early, but this is why I got out of the trade early. And I'm pretty disappointed because I really do think I would have held this trade perfectly because I had a lot of confidence in the setup. So the chart was a little bit laggy, so I ended up just selling, thinking I was selling some off here, but I wasn't because the chart was behind, and I'll get into why that was behind. But this is the trade I took, this execution. Again, I really take those trades. I don't just bullcrap you guys. I'm not just sitting here telling you guys which trades I take. Wow, what a reversal here. But I'm on paper. It doesn't matter. Rest of the day. I'm on paper rest of the day. But anyways, this trade ended up going amazing. You go to break even here. You scale. Never would have stopped you out. Even if you moved your stop up a little bit, whatever. Never would have stopped you out. And perfect hold to this open a day, or you could have held to these equal highs even more. Would have been 80 points. This one was 61 points. Very, very, very nice trade. I'm really happy with how that played out. But like I said, it was messed up. And the reason for that is, if you guys can see in the top left here, I'm on NQU now. If you haven't changed, I would recommend if you trade off of Tradovate, because I was trading the old contract, even though I have the same numbers, the volume is so much different that the market didn't move quickly live time. So even though I had the same numbers on this candle, I entered at the same spot, I didn't see the live movement because I didn't see this movement up until a few seconds later because the volume was a little bit different. It's a little bit confusing. Maybe you guys don't know about it, whatever, but that's what happened. And that caused me to get out of the trade early. I changed my contracts. We should be good now. But that is a little bit frustrating because that was on my part. That was a mistake on my part to not roll the contracts over. So I'm asking everyone to switch over to the new contract. You might as well anyways, even if you don't trade off of anything, you're paper trading. But yeah, that's what happened there. That was a great trade. And then we come up and we have now an SMT here with ES. We actually had an SMT on the bigger time frame. ES actually took out every single one of these highs. So all of these highs here, ES took out. I marked the SMT from here just because visually it's easier to see than going all the way over here because it cuts through price. But we had an SMT and we were in a 1 hour imbalance right here and we swept liquidity. So now I'm like, okay, cool. I'm bearish on the higher time frame. What can we have happen? So we put in this low resistance liquidity, we sell off, and we come up here, we hold this fair value gap, and I went with smaller size and I took an inverse on this setup. Not the worst setup, but it's not the greatest setup because we were putting in a fair value gap, but at the same time, it's not the end of the world. I took this setup with lower size. I wish I got this trade because I would be done for the day. There would be no reason for me to touch the charts, no reason for me to put on risk. I would have just papered this. But anyways, we ended up getting stopped out pretty much immediately. And I got stopped out pretty much for the minimum, which was nice because my stop loss was here pretty much, which, yeah. So then, anyways, we come up and then I got too much tunnel vision, and this was a bad trade. I took an inverse on this 2 minute. This is not a good trade for a lot of reasons. One, we didn't sweep any liquidity, so we didn't take this low out. Two, we have already taken out this high here. We already have an SMT on the bigger time frame, so ES has already taken out all the highs. And we're not delivering from any real like 5 minute or 15 minute fair value gap. And we had just opened this 5 minute bearish. So I took that long, instantly get stopped out here. And as soon as this candle closed, I knew that we were very bearish because of 5 minute bearish. This inverse, my first target here and break even, and this is my second target. That brought us back up to positive on the day, and that's where I'm calling it because I'm just making a little bit of mistakes because of the previous trade. Again, what happened with that kind of shook me up because I had full intentions on holding this trade perfectly, and having to get out early for small profit when I could have hit a 61-point trade starts to really affect how you trade, because now I'm looking for opportunity to make money because I feel like I should have made more, right? This trade, I made $130 on the 5 micros, and it should have been closer to $450 if I scaled 2 at this high and the rest here. It would have been $450. So because of that, and because I only made 130, I'm now looking to force opportunity to make money in the market rather than just waiting for perfect setups and being super confident in the setup. This was a super high confidence, high confluence, A+ setup for me. This trade here is a lower confidence, like a B-. This trade here is probably a B+, B-, because we tapped this low first, which I don't like to see it hit an internal low before inversing. And then this long was just tunnel vision, going against rules, trying to make money rather than trading obvious setups. So I made a few mistakes today, but overall good, and happy with how things went. The chart moved how you'd expect it to. And overall, again, a good day, a good Monday. You never know what to expect, and a good way to start the week. Again, it is frustrating. This is where I have to get better with trading, is after having a mistake with a profitable trade where I should have made more, not letting that affect me or affect my decisions, and just letting it go, being like, okay, cool, we messed it up, we missed it, whatever the case might be. Let me go on to the next trade. Let me execute good. Let me not force anything. I don't deserve that money because I entered the trade and didn't get all of it. I don't deserve anything. I have to wait until my setup comes and trade the chart, nothing else. Not my P&L, not where I should be, not where I want to be. I have to trade the chart, trade the setups, and take each setup individually, and go from there. So that is the mistakes I made today, and kind of where my headspace was at, and where I need to get better, right? Because I need to get better with messing up trades, right? Because again, if you guys have been watching, I really need to practice holding my trades, which is why I'm frustrated I didn't get to do that because of the mistake that happened on my chart, which again is kind of an excuse, but also it's kind of valid in my eyes in terms of it was confusing seeing my price hit my first TP when I was only 3 points in profit. Threw me off. I got out early. It is what it is, but I have to not let the loss of the big trade get me down, and I have to just take it on the chin and be like, okay, cool. We got unlucky, whatever. We made a mistake. Let me go on to the next trade. Let me not force anything. Let me not worry about whatever, and just trade the chart, trade the setups, and get paid. So, but again, overall good day, but it is frustrating because this could have been the best day on my account, right? It could have been a great day. I could have taken one trade and been done at 10 o'clock, sat in paper trade and chilled and learned and whatever the rest of the day. But that wasn't the case. I ended up going 2 for 2, or I ended up going 2 for 4. I took 2 losses, 2 wins, and just didn't capitalize the way I should have. But this trade here was pretty good. I held a 30-point trade, so I'm no complaints there. A 30-point trade is very, very good, and we did what we could. We did what we needed to, and we get out of the day profitable, and we move on to the next day, take the lessons, and again, this trade here, if I took this trade and stopped for the day, that trade today is not going to change my life because I made $450 on the eval. It's not going to change my life. It's not the end of the world that I missed it. I take it on the chin. I move to the next day. So yeah, again, I would be done trading, especially if someone took this thing, because that would be 19 points there, break even. You get some off here probably. Wow, that would have been a nice trade. But again, I would be done for the day, unless you get a very clean market maker sell model to these equal lows over here. If you get a nice model to these equal lows, because this is a very high drawn liquidity, I would say. But that's kind of the objective for the week, really. So the reason why I'm done for the day is because we've now taken the high of day and we've taken low of day. So we're going to probably just consolidate and chop in the range the rest of the day. Another thing that I'm excited about is the fact that we have 244 subscribers at this moment, and we're about to hit 250. And that's pretty significant because that's 1/4 of the way to 1,000 subscribers. And what's cool about that and what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna get a jar somewhere on my desk here, and I'm gonna put quarters in it. And every time we get 250 subscribers, so we might not be putting too many quarters in there in the near future, but we might get our first quarter soon. But every time we get 250 subscribers, I'm gonna put 1/4 in the jar. And once we get the reason why I want to do this is because once I get 4 quarters, that'll be 1,000 subscribers. That'll be $1, 1,000 subscribers, and that'll be a huge milestone. But my bigger goal is to get 400 quarters, 100,000 subscribers. It sounds crazy, but I just thought about that if I can just put a quarter in for every 250 subscribers, we can see that jar growing, and it'll just be really, really cool to start seeing quarters flowing in to the jar. And we're really far off. I mean, when you look at some of the big guys in the trading space, like TJR even only has like 190, 150,000 subscribers. Justin, who I learned a lot from, who's really, really good at trading, he only has like 50-something thousand, maybe more, I don't know. But my point being is these really, really big traders don't even have like really 100,000 subscribers. So what I'm trying to do is kind of against, like logic in terms of where I want to take this channel. But why not have that kind of belief and that kind of vision for yourself and your channel? Because that would just be really, really cool to see. And I think it's very possible, because I'm not trying to be a trading influencer. I'm not trying to sit here and I'm not going to try and be some guru. Maybe I'll when I'm making good money, maybe I'll teach and stuff like that. But I'm not trying to sit here and flex Lamborghinis and stuff. I just want to get on the charts, be real, show you guys a real journey, show you guys myself, and maybe bringing a little unique, maybe being unique in this space will result in 100,000 subscribers at some point. But we are about to hit our first quarter. I'm gonna get a jar somewhere soon. I'll probably put it here, and I'll show you guys every time that thing fills up more, and it's a visual for me to see. But we are gonna get our first quarter soon, probably by tomorrow, I'd hope. So I'll get the first quarter. We'll put it in the jar tomorrow in the next video. But yeah, 250 subscribers is crazy. 1,000 subscribers would be unbelievable. But yeah, so paper trading the rest of the day. Again, frustrated with what happened, but nothing you can do about it. Nothing I can do about it now, should I say, except for take the lessons, calm myself down, show up tomorrow, and go again, right? That's what we got to do. But we're making a lot of improvement. We're getting better every single day. And I'm really happy for everyone that shows up, really grateful for everyone that shows up watching these videos. Thank you guys for being here. I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll get that first quarter. Yeah, hope you guys have a good day. Hope you guys learned something today. Hope you guys got better. And what can I say? Yeah, have some fun today. Go do something off the charts. Have some fun. Get some exercise in. Eat good food. Something. Have a good day. So, peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. This was a great day. Great recording session. Peace.